Hi, good morning. I have been meaning to shoot this video since morning, and I thought it has been quite a while that I uploaded my last YouTube upload, last YouTube video. So it's time to catch up with all of you again and time for another video. Here I am, Rajat Esmondo, with my new YouTube video. I have been watching particular advertisement uh, in various OTTs, in cable televisions, in everywhere across digital media. And that ad is men will be men. The ad is men will be men. Seagram music CDs or something like that. Now, the question that I am interested in is who are these men? Who will be men? And and why would a man why do a man have to be a man? Is it compulsory for you to be a man if you are born with penis, or should I say that how do you decide that who is man and who is women? And even if I decide that you are man or we are men, then do we have to be men? What goes into the making of this masculinity? And why do we have to be men? And what is this definition of manhood that would guarantee us our masculinity? Now, so these are the questions that I am being absolutely plagued by. I am being absolutely annoyed with. Now, let's start with a very interesting reference point, should I say, which goes into the making of masculinity. Now, what is this reference point which goes into the making of masculinity? It is gymming. You heard me okay. It is gymming. Unless you go to gym, you work on your muscles, you tear your nerves apart, you blow your chest so big, so huge that your shirt cannot accommodate your body, unless you develop your 2 packs, 4 packs, 5 packs, 6 packs, 10 packs, unless you develop all these packs and abs all over your body, you are not a man. No man would like you. You would never find a girlfriend. You'd never find a wife. Your wife would hate you. Your girlfriend will desert you. So, what is masculinity? What is manhood? Manhood depends on whether you go to gym regularly. Masculinity depends on whether you are a gymmer or not. Masculinity depends on how much push up you can manage daily. Masculinity depends on how much workout you are capable of doing, how many stretches you can manage, how many curls and stretches you can pull out in gym. So these are the definitions that actually go into the making of manhood, into mardangi, into masculinity, into hegemonic masculinity. Now, coming back to gym, so I think gym plays extraordinarily huge role towards the making of masculinity. Now, what is what is mm, what is gym, and why is gym so much important for the consideration of masculinity? Now, there are two categories that I would divide this lecture with. First, I would divide the lecture with how gym consists of our masculinity, and the second part of the lecture I will be dealing with how gym could be an extraordinary metaphor of post-structuralism. But in this video, I won't be discussing the analogy between post-structuralism and gym. But what I would intend to do in this video is how gym is a very important part of the configuration of masculinity. Now, let's talk about this. Okay, you are a man because you have a thing between your legs. So you go to gym, you train your body, you take push-ups, you do curls, you do stretches. And what you basically do, you torture your body. Now, I have been seeing plenty of Instagram uploads, Instagram posts, pictures where they are calling it GYMFIE. We call it selfie, we call it dual fee, we call it group fee. So I call it GYMFIE. So they take a selfie in gym and I call it GYMFIE. So the spelling is GYMFIE. It's very simple, GYMFIE. So people are not taking selfies, people are taking GYMFIEs. And when people are taking GYMFIEs, people are showing their semi-nude body with plenty of abs and curves and packs all over their semi-nude bodies. And plus men can go nude because men are gas, so men are invisible genders. So even if men take their nude photos, nude GYMFIEs, it doesn't matter. Society won't be disturbed. So the point that I am interested in, when you are snapping your selfies in gym or when there people are taking their GYMFIE, so they are self-objectifying their body. So I'm not too sure how much incredibly empowering GYMFIE could actually be for men. Because what you are basically doing, you are self-objectifying yourself. You are self-commodifying yourself by turning you into an object of gaze, by turning you into an object of visual pleasure, by turning into an object of what should I call, object of vision. I mean, when I watch someone, say suppose if A watches B, then A becomes the owner of the gaze. That is to say, A becomes the subject of the gaze. And when A watches B, then B becomes the victim of the gaze. That is to say, B becomes the object of the gaze. So when A becomes the subject of the gaze or the owner of the gaze, A is empowered. And since B becomes the victim of the gaze or the object of A's gaze, so B becomes disempowered therefore. So A watches B, A becomes empowered by the virtue of being the subject of the gaze, and B becomes disempowered by virtue of being the object or the victim of that gaze. Now, when a boy or a man takes his GYMFIE, selfie in gym, then that gymmer becomes the object of his own gaze. So how could that be empowering? In essence, that is a kind of a self-commodification or self-objectification, putting yourself on display. So in spite of your abs and flexes and muscles and toes and torsos and packs, you are being disempowered with your selfie in the gym or with your GYMFIE, because you are being objectified through the victimization of the gaze. So when these men take their GYMFIE and upload those uh, GYMFIEs in Instagram, they are disempowered, they are commodified, they are objectified, and this, therefore, this hegemonic masculinity is absolutely disempowering, let alone being empowering. So all this while men think that when they're working out, they are taking their shirt off, they're ripping their shirt off, and they're showing their abs and pecs to the world through Instagram upload of their GYMFIE, they are being empowered. No, they are being disempowered, because their body is on display, and whatever is on display of the public gaze, whatever is on display as a public gaze, becomes the victim of the gaze or the object of the gaze. And becoming the object of the gaze or the victim of the gaze is actually disempowering. So therefore, those men who will have to be men by virtue of being a owner of the GYMFIEs and a regular gymmer, or by virtue of their regular gymming, they are being disempowered male. Thank you, and I will catch up with all of you very, very soon with the second part of this YouTube upload, in which I will talk about how gym can be empowering, how gym can be extraordinarily analogous with post-structuralism and deconstructionist criticism, and how language could be a very interesting imagery to explain and deconstruct gymming and masculinity. Thank you.